so we
I
take...
don't know if any of my invisible friends came with me today. We'll find out.
Is this microphone working? 3,
Just rumble all the speakers off the wall. Welcome to all of you. It's so nice. Mary, you're the one I haven't spoken to you, so it's very nice to see you. Yeah, welcome along. Lovely, excellent. And Martin, and it's all good. Everyone here, has anything happened since yesterday that you wish to convey to the crowd and I won't get to see you? Any words you want to say?
You mean anything that happened between the last time we saw you?
I'm sorry for my entire panel.
Are you kidding? I think we officially declared it was one of the most random panels ever. Who saw that? We all know that the more random the panel, it's a lot of fun. So there we go. So without further ado, what we might do is we might just hop down to the crowd and get the questions started. So Fraser, have you got one over there as well too? It's so nice to have you guys here. Let's give you a round of applause, hooray!
Hello. Hiya.
I've got a little book of married phrases that I'd like you all to take a crack at.
Kia ora.
Alright, we're going to...
You want us to try to read some of these? Can I do it while I'm wearing your hat?
Perhaps if they chose one each, this is nice, because these requests can tend to go for a while, and maybe a few questions. So I think the most interesting one each.
Okay, how about like we each pick one, I guess. I don't have my reading glasses, but I think I can see that.
You gotta tell us what it means.
Okay.
No, you should tell us what it is. We gotta say it. You gotta figure out what it is.
Oh, I got the perfect one. Papa. Do you guys know what that means?
Who's your daddy?
It means who's your daddy? It means floor. Is that right? Is that correct?
I think we might have all just learned something.
I don't even know why you say this. This is, okay, welcome to my world. Mi ta korotia tuamo te tekau tara? Right? Thank you. Which is best to get this one spot on, otherwise you'll be playing for 10 vaginas. It's supposed to mean play you for $10. So I guess now I know how to speak pool in this country.
I think this panel has already become weird. It's great.
I beg your pardon. Where is the men's room? I really got that. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the Lord's Prayer.
All right, let's go.
Here we go. Ko papa to matua. Talk to your uncle. Bob's your uncle. How do you tell one end of a hoo-hoo grub from the other? Oh, God. Mohio koe I tina chopito ki tina I ti. That was a question mark.
Oh, wow.
Is that time?
It's happened. Can you hear us talk?
Time. Ty Olsen.
Starting?
Was it? Do we have a camera for so we so we can see us?
I'm just trying to find out, can Ty see
Can Ty see
us on
us?
stage? No? No, it's okay. So he can just hear us. He looks different, doesn't he? So can you guys see Ty okay? Oh, who's the dog?
That's Ty's dog, his name is Jax.
Now, this is Jax. Everyone say
Jax.
hi, Jax.
Hi.
Which you must never say on a plane, by the way.
I'm here, sorry for the delay, forgot my sign. Okay. Ty, can you hear us? Can you hear us, dude? Jax is like, I think he's like 2 years old. He's almost maybe 2 years old. Isn't he beautiful?
So just so we don't stall the event right now, we need to find out. So can Ty hear us? Yes, you can.
I can hear it.
Hello, Ty. You're going to hear a familiar voice, Ty. Go, Henry.
So where are you guys?
Dude, how are you? There you are.
Could you see me?
Yeah, dude. Hey, we miss you here, man. We need you here.
I know. You have no idea how devastated I am that I heard from home.
Ty, what do you
it's
have
just
to say to a room full of, a room full of Kiwi fans who are here? We've got a full room.
Everybody say hi on the count of 3.
Hi.
1, 2, 3.
You guys are awful good looking.
You are too.
So you know we have here, Ty. We have Kim and Rick, and Mark and Barry. Everyone's here. So it's the 5 of you. You're on the screens and they're on the stage. So.
Very nice. I'll try not to interrupt.
And at the moment they're going through a phrase book, a Maori phrase book, in which they were each asked to read a line. I believe they might be about to choose a line for him. No, he's browsing. Right, so it's been very interesting so far. Shall we have another question? Let's do that. This person over here was next lined up. A question?
Hi, I'm just wondering how you feel and how you deal with becoming known to such a huge fan base.
Let's ask Ty.
What was the question?
I'm just wondering how it feels and how you deal with becoming known to such a huge fan base.
I feel funny in my bathing suit place.
Ty, I have a question for Ty too. Ty, did you have fun in Australia?
Are you kidding me? I love that part of the world. I've been to Australia briefly, and I was in Queenstown, New Zealand years ago, and I loved it. I love the people. I always judge a place by the people because where you're born is just luck. But the kind of person that the kind of touring that I like to do is meeting interesting and cool people, and that whole end of the world is just full of amazing people.
And there's a lot of cool and amazing people right here.
A question over here, perhaps, that might be for each of the members.
Okay, so firstly, I'd just like to say I loved all of your panels yesterday, and Ty, it's amazing to see you, not in person, but on camera. Okay, so my question is, if in the situation that you wrote fan fiction about your characters, what would you make them do?
Everyone. I couldn't name them that. Uh-oh, lost now.
What would you make them do if you were writing a fan fiction about your character?
Second date with Crowley. It would end differently. Someone else would be on the floor.
I think Alistair would have gone off into the horizon with Ruby.
I played a magician in an episode of Supernatural, and I would probably disappear with those 2 handsome young men.
Is he talking about me?
I'm writing one right now, as a matter of fact. I'm writing it as I'm sitting here. And I said this to Kim, I want an alpha band Sheriff Mills love scene. I don't know if I'm her type, but A guy's got to try it.
Anything with, oh, I was going to say anything with pulse. But even, no, you don't even
I'm not a
have a
pulse,
pulse.
no.
She's very lonely.
All right, another question right here.
Do you guys think that dating has to become a couple?
It's very funny. So I was asked yesterday, for those of you who are in the panel, what I felt about shipping Destiel. And my entire attitude is, what happens after we make it is all yours. Go for it. If I think it should happen on the show, that's when we say, thank God I'm not a writer. So have fun living your own, in the privacy of your own computers. Enjoy, you have a lesson.
Hello again. If your character on Supernatural could be on any other TV show, what would it be? Would they be your...
The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
I think I would choose Arrow. I don't know why. I'll tell you why. The time rule.
Time might be being slightly distracted.
Hey, you invited me.
Dude, Ty, you know you can't drink without me.
I'm with you, brother.
Okay, we'll get to you shortly, Ty. So you said Arrow. Yes, Rick is right. Yes.
Arrow, yeah. I chose it. I chose it because I read for one of the roles on the show, and I was told that I was too old for the show. But they liked what I did, but they went with the younger actor. And I said, okay, that's fine. So I would like to play the alpha man on Arrow, and I would like to kill the guy that got...
I think Alistair would fit quite nicely into Angel.
I think my character would be great on RuPaul's drag show.
You better work. We have to ask Ty the question, too.
Yes, okay, Ty.
I think I'd like to go to Twilight and show the people.
I just want to add on to that, I would love some type of thing where the vampires on Supernatural have some kind of thing where we have a confrontation with the vampires on Twilight. I don't know, I just had to think about sparking
I'm sorry, this
vampires.
book is teaching me how to say, I'm dying for a shag. I can't pay attention to anything that's going on when I have this in my hand. I should probably put it down. Go back to Twilight.
All right, we're going to keep asking questions. So the best questions, of course, are ones that each of the group can answer, including Ty, depending on how he gets through his drink.
Hi guys.
Hi.
First I would like to just say thank you for being here. You guys have been like awesome the whole weekend. And it's nice to see Ty as well. And I was wondering if you could please do your best impersonation of Sam and or Dean.
This is my impression of Jared on set. Okay, you ready? Somebody say action.
No, this is what it is. Action! Come on, act! Okay, is the scene over?
Hi, it's really nice to see you all guys and Ty on the screen and everything, and I'm so glad that you guys are here and I made it. My question is, what is it like working with Jared and Jetson, and what kind of practical jokes have they played on you guys if they do with me?
They knew better than to play a joke on me.
I defer to Ty.
I I'm really competitive with that stuff, and I can easily go overboard. So I think that it would be a mistake for them to play a practical joke on me. So they haven't.
They don't play jokes on me. I mean, Jensen just has to touch me and I go, sorry, what was going on?
All right, okay. All right. Question just here in the middle. Oh, no, the lady here.
Hi.
Hey!
Into the mic.
Right, hello.
Hello.
Okay, so you're surrounded by demons, angels, vampires, the whole shebang. What is the weapon you grab and who do you use as a meat shield?
And who do we use as well?
Okay, now you're saying angels and devils. This is not the zombie apocalypse. This is a different kind of apocalypse.
This is basically season 9. But
You know we've been on Supernatural, and these are details I need to get straight. Okay, so shit's going down. Oh God, do we have kids in here? I'm so sorry. Oh, buddy, oh my gosh, sorry. So,
We're so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Do as he says, not as he does. This is always good information when Ty is concerned. First weapon, I love you, Ty. I don't know, are you talking about me or my character?
Your character, because your character is a badass.
She is. You know what? I think if she's going down, if stuff's going down, I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad role model. I think she's smart enough to know that that weapons won't, like, grab a cross and a Bible and some holy water and just be like, because the flamethrower won't do it. However, I'm gonna get so much poo for this, but believe me, I know the meat shield she'd probably grab right now is Castiel. Because he would be there. What's this all about? You know them, talk to them.
I have no idea how to answer that question.
I would put my agent right in front of me.
I would, you ready for me?
Yes.
Never ready for you.
Thank you. I would use the obsidian axe that I got in Purgatory, and I think Benny's been killing all types of demons and the like down in Purgatory for a couple of decades, so he just starts swinging.
You guys are very, very awesome, and we're so thrilled to have you here. What I want to know, and I'm sure everyone else will, is that because the crew is such a family, and it makes the gag reels on the DVDs so amazing. So what is your favourite family crew moment, and what's your favourite gag reel moment that either you've been in or you've witnessed happen?
Favorite family in terms of the crew on the show?
Go ahead.
Well, I think it's all right. It's okay. I think my favorite family crew. I mean, I love this crew. I think they're a very together family. They've been doing it for almost 10 years, and I think the thing that makes every time I've gone out there to film, everyone is like, "Hey, Rick, how you doing?" You know, like everyone talks to me. You know, and that's really cool. That doesn't always happen that way. And I think it really starts with Jared and Jensen, you know, being so friendly and so open. They're the humblest TV stars in the world. So.
When I only did one episode, and the episode I did, I had to learn magic, and I had to do card tricks and everything. And I said, well, I'd like to learn how to do this before I go up there. And I went to the Magic Castle in Los Angeles, and they hired a professional to teach me how to do it. And I had a few lessons, and then I went up there to do the show, and I dropped the cards on every take. I couldn't do a damn thing. But the director, I forget, who was the producer director of? Okay. No, somebody else. Nice guy. But they're all nice guys. But all he could do was take the cards and do exactly the trick that I couldn't do. And he did it every minute of the day. Going, see, I can do it. Yeah, see, I can do it. And he was really good at it too. But I was sucky. They had to actually hire another guy to do all the tricks for me. Yeah, hand guy, you know. Not very amusing, but it's the truth.
My turn? Yes! Somebody's gonna help me out here. You know I can't see anything, right?
Sorry, go time.
One of my favorite little funny moments, one of the first time that Betty meets Dean in Purgatory, we're doing this kind of circularly kind of motion as we're kind of standing off and having this conversation, deciding whether we're going to try to kill each other or not. And I'm trying to convince him about this portal to get out of Purgatory. And we're doing it with steam, and we stop, and there's this mosquito buzzing around Jensen's head. And it ends up landing here, right at the end of the take. And the perfect timing, he kind of ends the take, end beat, mosquito lands, and he goes like this. It's just a big blood spot, which they got on tape. What are you doing? I'm in a meeting here.
All right, here's a question.
Hello, I'm a huge Supernatural fan. I've got all the DVDs.
God bless you.
Thank you. And there's a big question. I don't know when fans would know, but there was a Supernatural anime series made. And did any of you know this?
I didn't know. I don't know if anyone
Moisturize. My friend's moisturizing his face. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just found that too funny not to share. What are you doing, man?
I was wondering, because the anime series had Jared doing all the voiceovers while Jensen only did a few of the episodes. I was just wondering if any of you knew about it, and why do you think the Supernatural carry on for more than, say, Series 10, so they're making it up to Series 10?
I was unaware of an anime series. Where did I find that?
Well, it was Warner Brothers Japan that made it, because and it was made by a Japanese animation, and they
probably stole it. I mean, seriously, come on. Japanese, they make stuff like that all the time.
I missed, what was the second part of the question?
The series, because the company said they're making this, they made Series 9, they're going to make a Series 10. Do you think they'll go further than Series 10?
I heard, I don't know, but I heard somebody say that Jared had said that apparently the plot from Series 10 could apparently go on indefinitely. I'm sure it all rests on whether the two boys want to carry on. If they do, it'll probably go. If they're tired and want to retire to Waiheke Beach, Island.
You guys know there's a spin-off, right? Yeah, so even if Supernatural doesn't continue, I'm sure elements of it will continue for quite a while.
I mean, it's good to hear. Lovely, excellent. Here's this question. I think Ty might actually be making his way up. He seems to walk an extremely long distance. Where are you now, Ty? Down the block and in town, or where is it? You've done nothing but walk.
I know, making noise.
He's on.
We're looking at watching.
Okay.
Right, oh, nice. The audience likes your trees.
Oh, thank you. Isn't it pretty fall colors?
Is it pretty, audience? Yes?
No.
Very good. Right, here's a question for the panel again. One question for the panel.
Hi, it's nice, but New Zealand's a lot nicer. It's a shame you're not here, because the rest of the panel actually came dressed in their costume. It's a shame you can't say it. They look great. I have a question.
One look group.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, my question is, when we all actually know you guys, not just for Supernatural, but for other roles you've played, have you got any upcoming projects that you're about to do that are related to Supernatural or that you'd like to do? You want to promote here now and say, hey, we've had people in the past who come out and said, oh, I really want to do this role, that role. And you've got a captive audience here, and everyone's gone on Twitter and said, we want this person for this. So, what do you want to say, Sis? What do you really want?
Nothing really. A couple of Xbox games. I don't know if you're gamers. Great. Yeah, the new Batman Origin game came out Friday. You can buy it here. I'll sign it for you. Other than that, no. It's nothing really. What's that? Oh, no. Nothing to pitch. Oh, my boy? Oh, this is good. Yeah, he's, my son is about to embark on a second movie, and it's a story called, some of you may know it, A Street Cat Named Bob and How He Changed My Life. Yeah, do you know it? Yeah. It's a really nice tale. It's about a heroin-addicted busker in London who is on the mend. He's getting sober, and he discovers this cat who's mangy and lame, and he nurses him back to health, and the cat becomes instrumental in him getting sober. And my son got the rights to it, and he owns it, and it's great, because he had a independent film finance company in London that told him, after he made his first little movie, they said, look, if you get the rights to this, we'll back you for like £5 million. And a week after he got the rights, well, during the course of getting the rights, they asked him if he would wait respectfully for 3 weeks to see if Hollywood, the big studios, bid on the project. Nobody bid. My son got it. A week later, Universal Pictures called to say, so what do you intend to do with this? And he's like, well, I'm making a movie. And they said, well, you know, and he pitched his idea. They said, well, we'd really like to see your script, and maybe we can do a co-production. He turned around and said, well, that'd be great, but understand that my company's making this movie, so you can happily come on underneath me. So I'm really chuffed about that. He should be going into production soon. He's just finishing the script now.
So anybody else have anything they want to say about projects and things, I think things you'd like to do?
My son still lives in my garage.
Or anything about it? Family members? Ty, anything you'd like to do? Anything involving trees, fall?
I'm happy to be an actor who enjoys a steady workload and to do something I love. So I'm usually pretty willing to take on pretty well any project if it's got some good ideas behind it, and any chance you get to do something you love is a good day. But I wouldn't mind if Penny showed up in the spin-off. Hint, hint.
Yeah. By the way, folks, Ty can see us there down the bottom there. So
yeah, I can see you now.
If we all look up, it looks like a whole lot of sea anemones. If we just do that together, so you can see what they got. Oh, lovely. Great. Okay, next question. Over here.
My question's for Kim. I was just wondering, are you living the sweet life?
Absolutely. Sweet! As soon as they handed me a gun, it was all good from there.
How much mischief did Dylan and Cole Sprouse get up to on the seat of Sweet Life? Is that
Let me put it this way. Jared and Jensen make them look like Buddhist monks.
All right.
Hello, first off, Ty, you just started a vlog. And
I just had a what?
You just started a vlog. You're really good at showing us funny things that happen. My question is, what would you take from the state of Supernatural? Like, anything. Anything.
Jensen.
Sorry.
What would you take from the set of Supernatural?
Oh. I would take the, you know, I really love the throne the Alpha Vampire sits in at the dining table. Because when I came in and looked at it, Jerry Wynick, who I know.
Kinky.
She just said kinky and then sat down giggling.
I was like, I'm sorry.
I'd like the car. I'd like the car. I want the Impala.
I'd like to keep
I'd like to the two boys' cell phones to see who they're really talking to.
Hi, first of all, can you just say hi to Sandy and Crowley and Castiel? I'm just really curious, I mean, I've googled this before, but could you just give us an idea about how tall Jared is in life? And also, if you could introduce another evil, supernatural creature in the show, what would
Let me answer the Jared question first, okay? Do you mind? If you were Jared and you were looking down at you, the view would be like this. That's what I'd like to be, Jared.
Yeah, he's that tall. He's as tall as I am.
I'm 6'2", you can use me as reference if you want.
He's ridiculous. He's like a gigantic puppy.
Okay, we have a question over here.
Hi, who was the funniest person on set?
Jared. I would say Jared. When I throw Jensen across the dining room table and there will be blood, Jared took my iPhone and recorded it for me. Because he was like, "This is gonna be so fucking awesome." And he grabbed it and he stood off camera and he was like, he just gets so excited. I said this before, he gets so excited. He loves his job, and that's why he's so good at it.
You owe a kid a buck. Swear a buck. Come on.
What was that?
Oh, right? He swore.
Oh, sorry. Did I say a bad word? I'm sorry.
Drop that ball, kid.
I'm sorry.
It flowed so well. Fraser, have you got someone over there?
Hi, it's really great to see all you guys in New Zealand. I was wondering if any...
It's good to be here in the flesh.
And you, Ty. If any of you could be another creature or a creature if you're not one, what type of creature would you be and why?
I'd be Alpha Van. Somebody's gonna succeed, right?
I think it would be fun to trade. Like, I would be Benny for a day, and then Ty would be Alpha Van for a day, and then we'd switch off again. Actually, I don't know. I like the Alpha Van.
Well, since Alistair can embody anything, being demon of all demons, from a financial standpoint, I think I'd like to embody one of the boys.
I'd like to be either Rin Tin Tin or Lassie. If they get their own dressing rooms.
Right? And you know that phrase, you should always be yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn, and then you should always be a unicorn.
I love Supernatural, but I just have to say, hail Brad. Picture show is like, I watched when I was 10 years old, and it's just been one of my favorite films.
Your parents should be arrested. Give me their number.
But your makeup and everything is really nice.
Rick, can I have a drink for you?
You did what?
Can I have a drink on your behalf?
Yes. Yes. You know I can't do a convention without time. I have to have time.
Is it in LA?
So we can drink.
All right, one question over here.
Hi. My question is for you, Mark.
You're good.
Thank you. Okay, so you know how you got replaced by Chris Haynell? How did that feel? Because he has a different approach to Alistair, and just how that felt for you, just trying to, like, did you give him any pointers, or did he talk to you about it?
No, we never spoke, but I met Chris last year in London, and he's a super sweet guy. We had some real yucks, and he was very sweet. I think when he speaks to the fan base, he very kindly says that he stole a couple things from my performance, and that's very kind of him. But I wasn't really conscious of being replace. Well, and until somebody said, "Oh yeah, you know, your character is on. It's this different dude." I can only surmise it was either that I was too interesting or I was too old. I was probably too old for the show because the show it's pretty young. It's young looking. See how not looking.
Should I dye?
Who's the old man?
Tie my beard then?
I'm just going to say we're going to have 2 more questions, and one of them, Fraser's got one ready as well too, and it's great if something for each of the cast, something other than what we've heard already there about characters and things there, just to finish off. 2 more questions. Here's the first of them.
Hi guys.
Hello.
So because your characters have never been in an actual episode all together, if you could stick your characters in a room together, what do you think they would do?
Well, I know what they'd be doing, but Brian, hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself.
The question was, Ty, all of the characters here in the same room, what would they do?
Oh, I thought you said who would they do? That's a totally different question.
I seriously think Jody would just drink heavily.
You can't fire me, I'm too far away.
We got last question right here. Fantastic.
If they ever managed to do a crossover of your show with Vampire Diaries, what do you think would happen if when the Winchester brothers ran into the Salvatore brothers?
What did you say?
I want crossover.
Well, I mean, if it was ever like a crossover between the 2 shows, what kind, do you think the Salvatore brothers would hit it off with the Winchester brothers?
I think I can answer that question. It was a crossover between Supernatural and the Vampire Diaries. Right. The two leads on the Vampire Diaries are the Salvatore brothers, and they're both vampires. So I would like to. Well, I happen to like Paul and Ian, and I think they're great actors. I think they play the roles perfectly. I just don't like Joseph Morgan. Sorry, something about it's the character. I don't know. It's something I'm not sure. Something about the way he shaves or something. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, that seems to be.
I don't know if I answered the question, but.
There's been some quite intrepid questioning here, and the done so well. It's been really good, and we say a big thanks. And Ty's with the message. Ty, we can see your message. I miss you guys. And Ty has been great. I'm pretty sure he's walked through almost every house on that block. That's what it's been looking like from this end. So thank you, Ty. Any messages to the people here?
Thank you guys so much for having me via Skype. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I miss you, I love you, and hopefully I'll see you next year.
Us here. Really, it's our presence here is due to you guys, and we really thank you for it. You have a beautiful, beautiful country, and you're amazing people, and thank you for being interested.